You are about to experience the best in professional audio, lighting, DJ gear, special effects, and video. We are AGIProDJ.com. And it's Winter NAMM.
Hey, I'm Pulse for Pioneer DJ. You're here at NAMM 2022, AGI Pro DJ. I want to give you guys a deep dive into the new DJM-S5 mixer, our new 2-channel battle mixer. It's an unseen level of DJ performance at this price point. So let's check this thing out. This 2-channel mixer is powered by USB-C. So on the back, you've got a port for power and connection to your computer. So you can connect in to your computer directly, but the coolest thing is the second USB port gives you the ability to power the thing directly, so that if you do have two DJs who want to swap, you're not going to lose audio between them. So you connect an auxiliary device, play off that, and you keep power to the unit. But if you're just playing by yourself, just run your USB-C cable to your computer, power directly to the mixer. It has professional XLR outs, you have RCA outs, both with individual controls. So you have master level will be your XLRs, and your booth will be your RCA. So you do have the ability to get those. There's 2 line inputs, a phono line switchable on each one, plus you have your USB connection to your computer. Now, this is a S-series mixer. So if you've seen the S11, you've seen the S7, and of course the legendary S9, this follows suit in that family by providing you with the same layout and similar controls. So you've got your 3-band EQ, filter, and then your effects with the effects paddles, your pads, and your channel faders, and of course, Magvel Fader Pro. This is the same crossfader with the adjustable tension that you've seen in all of the other ones. And check this out, there's a little window on the front, so you can see you're adjusting the gears. How fun is that? But yeah, the same crossfader performance as the big boys. So I want to take you back up into the top section here. Unlike some of the more high-end mixers, this does not have hardware effects. This is software effects only. But we've done some really cool things to give you the performance from the software. So you've got the ability to switch to your three software effects on each side. But the additional thing is we added a scratch cutter. Now this is a brand new feature to the S5, and you get to that by pressing and holding, and you see when it toggles to dark with one illuminated, you're in one of the 6 different cut patterns. You can see they're all labeled on the bottom half of the button. So you can select one of those, and the way this works is when you have audio playing, I know it's going to be difficult to perceive this here, but when you have audio playing, it picks up the motion of your DVS, whether it's from a vinyl, from CD timecode, or even HID. It picks up the motion and the tempo of the music to provide crossfader cuts. These are the 6 different cut patterns, so you can see the first one is a forward motion only, so you cut the audio on the second, on the back, so that a DJ who is learning to scratch will be able to get a sense of just how the fader movements have to correlate with the vinyl movement. So the 6 different patterns can be accessed directly through these buttons. When you engage the paddle, it engages the scratch cutter. Another cool thing is we have 4 pads on each deck. These have separate modes for each deck, just like you see on some of the top-end mixers. You access that by pressing the mode button and tapping one of the different pads to access the mode. Double tap for the second layer, triple tap for the third layer, or quadruple tap for the 4th layer. So you do end up with all 4 layers of pad modes directly here. But you're saying, hey Pulse, there's only 4 pads. How do I get to those 5 through 8? Well, there's a pad 5 through 8 button right here. So for guys who are using multiple hotkeys, you can juggle to that right away. But here's a cool thing. Let's say you love the loop and you've got your hotkeys going and you want to get into a loop automatically, press and hold that button. I'm sorry, that one's a shift press, and it goes into the loop automatically. So there's a lot of stuff that's at the surface you look at and go, wait a minute, I'm missing something here. This simple mixer is more than just that skin on the top. You got to get into the meat. And I got to tell you another one of those things. You've got a lot of people saying, well, you know, Pulse, I like to reverse my crossfader. We got you covered. Press the shift and the crossfader reverse, and you see the reverse light comes on down in the channel faders. It shows you've now reversed the crossfader. So there's no physical switch, but shift, crossfader reverse will do that for you. There's also additional modes to change the curve, so you can dial it in for a sharp curve or a soft curve. directly off the buttons here. You don't have to go into a setting, you don't have to go to anything else in the software. You've got it all right on the surface. There's another new feature I want to tell you about. It is the crossfader hotkey. So a lot of people have seen the crossfader start or fader start, where you use the fader to trigger the start of a song, and you can do that by pressing shift and triggering it with your crossfader or channel fader. But the crossfader hotkey, when you engage that one, you see a little link there. This allows you to select the hotkey, and as you play, it will trigger the hotkey, but there's a timing setting within the software so you can actually cut. So as you play the sample, it will continue to play the sample out. Similar to how you've seen with Smooth Echo, where it will continue after a certain amount of time. Well, if you cut with the crossfader, you can cut the sample and it will continue to play out instead of restarting every time you hit the other side. So fantastic new features in this beautiful red finish on the DJM-S5, a mixer we're excited that you can get at agiprodj.com.